Welcome to Getting Creative with Carrie Ann. Today we are going to do some background techniques all on this one little piece of paper. So we'll do several. So you're definitely going to want to tape your paper down today because we are going to use what is called a wet on wet technique. It's a very popular way to do backgrounds. So I want you to take your largest brush, get it really sopping wet, and get your paper all wet. So no paint at this time, just paper, just water, and get your whole paper wet, really wet. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is take some pretty colors, and we're going to use really wet watercolors as well. And we're just going to start putting our watercolors on there. Now, I suggest you use colors that will mix well together or look nice next to each other. Just like so. Maybe we get a little darker. So this is one typical way you can do a background and be able to blend colors really nicely. The next technique, you are going to need saran wrap. So make sure you have that handy. So we are going to lay this down. Just tap it and you see how it makes all of those lines just like so. And when we pull it off, it makes kind of a pattern, and if you switch it around, that color stays on there and you can transfer color from one area to the next, just like so, and it kind of makes a really weird pattern. The next thing that you're going to do is take some table salt, and you can take like the big chunks of sea salt, or you can use the little things of salt, and you sprinkle it all over your paper, or just in the areas where you want to have a little bit of texture to your background. And then we let it dry. Alright, once your paint is dry, you can just brush off any salt. You can see there's a little bit of texture here from that salt. Not so much on the darker blue, but let's take the tape off so you can get a closer look. Oops. Again, that tape gives it a nice smooth mark, so let's bring it up closer. You can see that little texture. The salt brings out the liquid and the color, so it leaves these dots all over, and the bigger the salt, the bigger the dots. So you can use just fine table salt or any other kind of salt you want. So that's a variety of techniques you can use on the background of your work. I'd love to hear your comments. If you have any questions or suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment. Hit that like button and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you again next month.